Yeah, coming.
Yes, now you can share the screen, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm doing it.
Yeah, okay. Some of the students done that questionnaire, sir, assertive questionnaire.
Oh, good. Very good, very
Uh,
good, very
they got scores above 50% in ABCD,
good. Oh,
and
good.
we interpreted some, that guy was assertive in nature. We are expecting some more questionnaires in a short while, sir, in a couple of days.
Fine, fine,
And
fine,
you send all the questionnaires, sir. In the holidays they do, and we do some analysis on after holidays, sir. We have probably the next week we
fine.
have the holidays. Yeah.
On assertiveness, we have done right, but on FIRO B, there is something like because now it is, I need to source it from internet. You also try.
Oh,
The
okay,
problem is that most of them stop distributing free, so that is the problem.
okay,
Let me try.
okay.
I am trying my best. So, is it visible now, Upendra? It is clear.
Yeah, yes, it's visible, sir.
Okay. Uh, uh, Good afternoon, friends. It's indeed my pleasure to be with you this evening session again. At the outset, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Sri Upendra sir for having invited me to this session again, and all other friends who are on watching YouTube live. And this session is about FIRO B, that is fundamental interpersonal relationships oriented behavior. It's a
Sir,
discussion on instrument and it measures the relationship orientation. Yeah, Upendra. Anything else?
sir, can you zoom out to some extent because some matter was missing, sir.
No, no, no
Can
problem.
you?
That's because I keep on changing the screen. No problem because if it is very less, people may not read it. Actually, that is the problem. So I'll take care of that. When it
Uh,
comes to
uh,
the second page, I'll take care.
okay, okay,
So,
sir.
friends, it is the interpersonal relationships oriented behavior. So, then the problem now here is why this instrument is all about and why this discussion. Please note, try to understand that the organization is a group of people working together to accomplish organizational objectives. We mostly focus on people relatedness in any setting, whether it is X industry, Y industry, Z industry, because it is the people who have to get together and have to function according to the role game and actually achieve the objectives, avowed objectives, as a matter of fact. So, if you would like to relate yourself to others, as a matter of fact, is something very important. So, this tool or this exercise, you can say, measures that. That is what we call fundamental interpersonal relations oriented or relationship orientation behavior. That's why FIRO, the name is given. F is fundamental, I stands for interpersonal, R for relationship or relations, O means orientation or oriented, B means behavior. So now a FIRO-P instrument measures three dimensions of this people relatedness. Let's examine this. The three aspects are listed now. One is inclusion. You know what is meant by inclusion? I want to get included in the group of people. So these are three needs, mind it. That's why it is interpersonal needs orientation. Discussion would be on this interpersonal relatedness. So, are you interested to relate to others or not? When you are an organizational member, you have to, but there are certain situations which may influence you uh, to relate not to the maximum extent, to relate to only a little extent. So you can be low, you can be medium, or you can be high in terms of your interpersonal needs. Reason is all about the factors relating to organizational climate and all that. Let us now try to examine this. Most of us do need to have to understand this code. There are, I think, 54 statements in a questionnaire. And on 6 dimensions we need to examine. We shall see what are these. First of all, let's try to understand the concept. And the conceptual clarity indicates why this instrument is used and what is that we are going to measure and all that, and what is the purpose of this discussion as such. There are, I have already told you that this FIRO instrument is based on measuring 3 dimensions of interpersonal needs. One is inclusion, another is control, and the third one is affection. We need to describe these things for your understanding. Inclusion. This need indicates how much you generally include other people in your life and how much attention and contact and recognition you want from others. Question yourself. Question yourself always. How much you generally include other people in your life, and how much attention and contact and recognition you want from others. See, you must relate yourself with others, and also you must get them into your fold for the purposes of understanding inclusion. Inclusion is about you in relation to groups, small groups or large groups. As a matter of fact, there are some kinds of questions it raises. They are as follows. Do you like to include others in what you do? Or do you prefer to leave people to their own devices? Are you teaming up? Do you like to include others in in what you do? Welcome them, discuss with them, or you prefer to leave people to their own devices? Options are yours. But then inclusion is very important trait. I mean, very important aspect, dimension of this question. Do you give people a lot of attention by asking them to take part in your activities? Or do you want to belong? How much you want to be in or out of these particular groups? Do you prefer togetherness or solitude? You may say, for example, yeah, come, let's discuss together. And you should also have, you should express, and you should also want other people to join you. That's it. Or you prefer solitude. Leave me. I'll discuss. I mean, I'm sorry, I do for myself, and I come to you in case of help and all. See this aspect. So, do you like people to pay attention to you, or do you prefer to remain detached? Options are yours. Do you need a little or lot of recognition from others? The area of inclusion is different from emotional closeness or dominance minded. Emotional closeness and all, and expressing emotions does not matter much here. You have to get them in. You have to go to their own fold. That is your inclusion. Test yourself. Ask yourself. Now, what are the words that are generally associated with this kind of inclusion need? All these words, relate yourself with these words. Participation. I want to participate. Let us participate. Joining. I want to join you. Please join me. Inviting. Invite others into your fold. Or you want to be invited. Ask them. I am also interested. Interaction. You need to interact with others. Association. We need to associate. Join the groups. Extroversion, not introversion minded. Extroversion is all about mingling together. Introversion is exactly opposite. Stay at home. Don't relate yourself. Membership, yes, join and get the membership in a group. Togetherness, very important. To be together or singled out. Options. Identity. You want to have identity when you would like to work with others. When you give a supreme importance to others, others also will give you importance. Individuality. Want to be individual? So please answer yourself. You want popularity? So then join in, and get the people join you. And then you can think of whether you become popular or not. As long as you sit alone, no questions. Meeting people, yes, we would like to meet people, love to meet people. Involving others in decision making or whatever, joint decision making, involve people. Belonging, yeah, I want to belong to this particular group. Yeah, that's it, belongingness. Being accepted, yes, please be polite and lovable so that you'll be accepted by others. Being rejected, yes, because if you're a loner and you criticize everybody, not interested to get connected, then you being rejected. That means your inclusion need is set to be very, very low. Status orientation, you want to be the boss, subordinate, you want others to be recognizing you, whatever it is. Prestige, yes. Fame, prestige, fame, prominence, all these things come when you become a principal member of the group as such. Let others recognize you as a good leader or a good person as such. Acknowledgement, yes, you acknowledge others about their own support, and take the same acknowledgement for your contribution to the group. Significance, yes, you become a significant individual when you mingle with others. Insignificant, if you are a loner, if you want to enjoy solitude, yes, you are an insignificant person, insignificant fry in the organization sitting in your own chamber. Exclusion or inclusion, exclusion is you're not interested in meeting people and include them. Loneliness, you want to enjoy loneliness or togetherness, it's your wish simply. Isolation or togetherness, you're an outsider or an insider in the group. You want to enjoy privacy, not interested in a public togetherness, or you want to detachment or attachment. So these are the words that come when we talk about inclusion. Please ask yourself, as a people related scenarios we are discussing. Then about control, yes, when there are people, there's a need for us to control. Control is about influencing others. So this need indicates how much influence and responsibility you want and how much you want others to lead and influence you. Yes. See, somebody, because it's a general phenomena that all of us are interested in influencing others. You become a supervisor, you become a manager, you become a boss of the organization. I mean, setting in a department or whatever. This need indicates how much influence and responsibility you want to control others, and how much you want others to lead and influence you. That is on the other side. You want to be controlled by others. Just because you want to control others, you should also accept yourself to be controlled by others, led by others, influenced by others. So that's what we call control need. Control is about both your one-to-one relationships and your behavior as a part of the group. Yeah, it is one superior to subordinate or superior to subordinates, different. So there are kinds of questions what you come across when you talk about control need. Questions like this: how much do you want to have authority or power to be in charge or to take the lead? How much power you want? You may say that I want this, I want that, in order to control these people. How much responsibility do you tend to take? It's not simply taking authority. Are you interested to take responsibility? How much responsibility do you tend to take? All these questions reflect on your control need minded. How much influence do you want to have over others? How to what extent you want to control others, you exert influence on others, and how much do you want them to influence you? Yes, absolutely. You play a dual role here. You will be a boss to somebody and you will be a subordinate to somebody. Are you interested to play the roles here? How much do you want them to influence you as a subordinate? How much influence do you want to have over others as a boss? Do you prefer being a follower or being a leader? Ask yourself. You should be both, because when you're leading, you should also be a follower. So, do you prefer a combination of both roles? Yes. Combination of both. You should be a leader, you should be a follower as such. Please note, even CEO also to be accountable to board of directors. Board of directors also accountable to the stakeholders. So it's nothing is something very specific about the boss, a super boss, and all that. So how do you react to being given orders? Somebody orders you, are you interested to take? Or you give orders to somebody else, are you interested? How much structure do you like in these type of situations? Structure means boss subordinate relationships are well set. This is called jadic relationships. Boss, subordinate, peer. Three structure. You will be somewhere. You can be a boss to somebody, you can be a subordinate to somebody. This is called jadic relationships, as a matter of fact. How much structure you would like in situations? The area of control, is different from how much participation, prominence, or emotional closeness you want. You are not interested in closeness, emotional closeness, or prominence, whatever. But control is what is that the power or the instructions that you can give it to others, and the power you want to exercise. That is what we call control need. Let us examine the words that are associated with this control. Dominance. I want to be a dominant person in a situation because I am a leader. I want to exert influence. Yes, I will be influencing the people in the process of taking decisions. Persuasion. I want to persuade others to do this, to do that. Coercion. Yes, if they are not doing it, I can even go to the extent of penalizing them. Coercion. Not with incentives, but with penalties. Leadership. Yes, I would like to enjoy leadership in a situation so that I can influence people. I have the ability to influence people. Making decisions. Yes, because you are a responsible person at the head of the organization, you have to take decisions, make decisions. Taking charge of the situations. Yes, you be a leader and you exercise control. Yes, you can take charge of the situations. You enjoy power, authority, or what you can say simply, you are a winner in the given situation, as a matter of fact. See, just note all these things when we say that it is control thing. And some more words. I'm a ruler and I have the competence to do this thing. I have an achievement orientation. I'm independent, and I'm a rebellion, for example, and I'm a follower to somebody else, just like because I'm a boss to somebody else. Submission, no, I'm not interested in submission. I'm a boss. Control need is very heavy. So chain of command, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. For example, shareholders, board of directors, chairman, president, vice president, CEO, and managers, assistant man. This is the chain of command, organizational hierarchical system. Anarchy. That means I want to rule this thing. Anarchy. I'm a king of this, like that. Superiority complex. Bullying things, then pushing people unnecessarily, demanding something, demanding respect, demanding rules. Dependency. No, I'm not dependent. I'm a boss. I'm a thing. So taking decisions. All these words talk about your control need. Next is affection. Now, what is meant by affection? Affection means what? Likable people, warm atmosphere, linking with people. It's something much more than inclusion. Affection is warm, how close you are, how warm you are with others. That's very, very important. It's not simple relatedness, something beyond. That talks about the bond between yourself and your people. So the affection need is the need indicates how close and warm you are with others, and how close and warm you want others to be with you. You offer yourself for that kind of close relationships with warmth, right? And also you invite them. So you want others also to be with you. It is two-way process. We shall come to the dimensions just now. What is the two-way process and all? Affection is about the need to establish comfortable one-to-one relationships. Absolutely important. One-to-one relationships you want, and warmth you want, closeness you want. from others. Whereas inclusion measures your needs for interaction with the groups. Please note, affection is inclusion plus. Inclusion measures your needs for interacting with others, need to interact. But that kind of interaction climate is with closeness and warmth. That is affection. So there are kinds of questions that show about or talk about this warmth and love and affection. See, let's examine these questions for us for a discussion. Do you behave in ways that show your closeness to others? Yeah, by going to them closely and discuss with them personal issues or whatever. That creates warmth. That creates demonstrates your love. Or do you keep your distance? If you want to keep your distance, you do not have affection need. You may have inclusion need, but not affection need, mind it, because you don't show that kind of warmth when in relationships. Do you want people to show your warmth? Show you warmth? You're interested to have the love from others. They must demonstrate that kind of warmth. Or do you prefer more impersonal relationships? That means no, no, no. It is an office. It's official relationship, not a personal relationship. You and me are to have a distance. So this kind of impersonal relationships means that you do not have that kind of affection needs. Do you disclose your feelings to other people? Yes, you're so intimate enough that you can disclose feelings to other people. Do you like others to disclose their feelings to you? Yes, after all. If you have affection need high, yes, these two questions can be answered yes. Do you disclose your feelings to other people? Answer is yes. Do you like others to disclose their feelings to you? Answer is yes. If your affection need is not that good, that high, then these two questions will be answered in the negative. You're not interested to disclose your feelings, and you will not like others to disclose their feelings. So are you comfortable in both the roles? Meaning that this way, that way, affection high, affection low. Are you comfortable? So the area of affection does not relate to how much prominence, participation, or dominance you prefer, but relationship, affection. I mean to say closeness of the relationships. So what are the words that are associated with affection? Let's see. Emotional warmth, love and affection, large smiles and all that, hugging together. Personal closeness, so that you can discuss all close things among yourself. Rapport building, one-to-one relationships, maintaining rapport, immediately going to the other person and take him to your turf and walking into their own personal turf and build up rapports. Fondness for friendship, love, depth of understanding and love, likability, friendship, um, or confidence, intimacy, yes, personal interest in others, encouragement, support, openness, confiding, sharing feelings, care, concern, consideration for others, reassurance to others, and exactly opposite, hate. I know I don't want to like all these things, like you, dislike, emotional distance. When the pain and pleasure, you're not interested to share the pain and pleasure with all others. Coolness, you want to be cool, and not interested in getting into the other's orbit and discuss and all that. No. Hostility, unnecessary hatredness, rejection, you reject people, don't take them in. Impersonality, you talk as a boss, not as a individual human being to another human, friend to friend. You're talking about boss subordinate, not a friend to be friend. See, these dimensions, what are those dimensions what we've discussed? Inclusion, control, and affection. The FIRO instrument measures these two dimensions. What are these two dimensions? Let's see. Expressed and wanted. First of all, let's see what are expressed. I have already told you it's a two-way process. When it is inclusion, you want to be included and you want others also You need others also to be included in you, right? Same is the case for control. You want to control others, or you are to be controlled. You must allow yourself to be controlled by others. Affection, same. You're so close in relationships and all, with you show warmth, and you also expect others also to show warmth in your relationships. So there are two dimensions coming up for discussion on all the three, what you call the needs expressed. That means what you want to have. That's it. This dimension includes how much you prefer to initiate the behavior. It's about what you actually do and can be easily observed by others. This is called expressed. Yes, I am this type. I am this type. Say, for example, in expression, that means you want. So, how you administer yourself, how you position yourself in the eyes of others. Say, for example, inclusion, expressed inclusion. How often do you act in ways that encourage your participation in situations? See, the inclusion need is what I want to be included in you, with you, or you want also to be getting me in and all, right? So, in expressed inclusion, how often do you act in ways that encourage your participation in the situations? First of all, show that you are interested in participation, that you are included in the group, you are being there. You express yourself first, then you want. Okay, we come to that little later. Are you expressive? Expressed inclusion is how often do you act in ways that encourage your participation. You must demonstrate, yes, through actions and behavior. See, people are known by their actions and behavior, not by their words. Please note, human beings are known for their actions, not by their words. So show your action. In terms of control, express control is that how often do you act in ways that you help that help you direct and influence situations. You can say, yes, I can help you, I can direct you, don't worry. That means you're taking control of the situation. It's not like bossism or extra control and all that. In true sense of the word, control means taking responsibility with others, influencing situations with your insights. So you express yourself with your actions in ways that help you direct or influence situations. Then about affection. Affection is all about showing warmth and all that. So what is your expression? Meaning, are you ready to show this thing? Yes. How often do you act in ways that encourage warmth, closeness, and relationships? How often do you act? Starting point from your side only. So, from all the three, see, expressed inclusion, expressed control, and expressed affection. This is one dimension, mind it. Either inclusion or control or affection. Okay, then. Then about wanton. What is this? Let's see. The wanton side of a scenario. Because as is expressive, you should also have to understand wanted. This dimension indicates how much you prefer others to in ఇనిషియేట్ దర్ బిహేవియర్ టువర్డ్స్ యూ. అంటే మీరు ఎలాంటి ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తున్నారు, నేను మీతో పాటు ఉంటాను ఇంక్లూషన్లో కానీ, కంట్రోల్లో కానీ, ఎఫెక్షన్లో కానీ, అలాగే మీరు కూడా వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి కోరుకుంటారు అనమాట. ఏం కావాలి నాకు అన్నది, అది ఇంక్లూషన్లోను, కంట్రోల్లోను, అఫెక్షన్లో కూడా అనమాట. దిస్ డైమెన్షన్ ఇండికేట్స్ హౌ మచ్ యూ ప్రిఫర్ అదర్స్ టు ఇనిషియేట్ దేర్ బిహేవియర్ టువర్డ్స్ యూ. టు వాట్ ఎక్స్టెంట్ యూ ప్రిఫర్. అంటే నన్ను ఇంక్లూడ్ చేసుకోండి అని మీరు చెప్పగలిగే యాక్షన్స్ ఏంటి? నేను కంట్రోల్ చేయబడతాను, నాకు పర్వాలేదు నన్ను కంట్రోల్ చేయడానికి ఎవరైనా ఉండే, మీ 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 యాక్షన్స్ ఏంటి, మీ బిహేవియర్స్ ఏంటి? దట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అది వాంటెడ్ అనమాట. అంటే వాంటెడ్, ఎక్స్ప్రెస్డ్ అండ్ వాంటెడ్ అనమాట. ఇట్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ వాట్ యూ రియలీ వాంట్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్స్, వెదర్ ఆర్ నాట్ యూ షో ఇట్ ఓపెన్లీ. ఓపెన్గా చెప్పకపోయినా కొంతవరకు అయినా అండర్స్టాండ్ అవ్వాలన్నమాట. వాంటెడ్ ఇంక్లూజన్ మీన్స్ హౌ మచ్ డూ యూ వాంట్ టు బీ ఎ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అదర్స్ యాక్టివిటీస్. యూ షుడ్ బీ, see, you should be a part of others activities, isn't it? So how much you want from others to be like that, that's your wanted inclusion. Wanted control. How much leadership and influence do you want others to assume? అదర్స్ మిమ్మల్ని ఎలా కంట్రోల్ చేస్తారు, వాడు ఏమి రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ అజ్యూమ్ చేయాలి అనేది కూడా చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. వాంట్ అండ్ కంట్రోల్ అన్నమాట. So that's where you look at wanted affection. Yes, how much warmth and closeness do you want from others? That is your wanted thing. So there are two dimensions coming up: expression and wanted. Expression, expressive and wanted. So the numerous resulting combinations వస్తాయి. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నాం? 3 dimensions. What are those 3 dimensions? Inclusion, control and affection. And in that again, expressed, wanted, each dimension. So ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఒక 54 questions will be there in this instrument, which measure what? 1, inclusion; 2, control; 3, affection. And in these 3 dimensions we have 2 counts. One is how much is the expressed score and how much is the wanted score in all the 3. That's why you said the numerous resulting combinations of expressed inclusion, wanted inclusion, expressed control, wanted control, expressed affection and wanted affection scores contribute to the richness of the FIRO instruments insights. The 54 statements. When the 54 statements can be scored from 0 to 5 or 0 to 6 scale, and then you can understand what is this importance given for this kind of instrument. Let us examine further. Are you in a position to understand this, please? Yes? Hello? Are you good enough in understanding this? Look at this score. Let us go for understanding the interpretations there. So the total scores can be like this. Please note, the total scores can be like this. You can see it is it can be either 0, that means almost very bad scenarios, and it can be something like what I can say is 54 maximum. Max is 54. Yeah. And for the sake of convenience of interpretation, the scores have been discussed and interpreted at 4 levels. 0 to 15 is a low score. 16 to 26 is a medium low score, and 27 to 38 is medium high score, and 39-54 is highest. So if you would like to go for some sort of meaningful interpretations, what is low, as a matter of fact? For example, if you score on the questionnaire, the unfortunate thing is we cannot demonstrate with the help of the questionnaire now, but I'll in due course of time, next coming sessions, I've tried to source the questionnaire for us to have a very clear understanding of what is what and how to measure. And you can also, I can supply the instrument to you. You can have your own score set, and then you can interpret the results. So if you're a low score, if you're scoring very less, in that case, it means that low score means you somewhere you score in between 0 to 15. The interaction with others in all areas of inclusion, control, affection is not likely to be a strong felt need. That means you are not having interpersonal need orientation high. Instead, you are not interested to link yourself with others. Reasons may be very many. You have to question yourself why. You may prefer to concentrate on more impersonal and objective concerns than on relationships. Please note, you are not relationship oriented. I'm not saying here, I'm not commenting whether it is right or wrong, whether it is good or not, but it is not expected of you, because in relationship orientation measure, you are scoring very low. And your personal style may be a rather very cool, composed, and you may prefer for your own company solitude. You enjoy solitude, singled out. I'm not interested in mingling with. Maybe that your personality characteristic might be suggesting that you may be an introvert, and for you prefer making decisions independently. You're not interested, of course, depending upon the climate that you are placed in. And for being close to any few people, if at all, if you're close to, not for many, but you will be close to few people only, you have for a long time preference. So that's the interpretation coming out if your scores are abnormally low, between somewhere lying in between 0 or 15. Suppose if you score somewhere or between 16 and 26, this is called medium low. It's not low, but it's not high again. It's something like medium. So the interpretation goes like this, where interaction with others in all areas of inclusion, control, and affection may appeal to you in a selective basis. So you select people, you select your own friends, and some close relationships, and some people are at a distance. So probably you search for some people important to you and leave them. Somebody is left out. So you prefer to concentrate the more impersonal demands of the task instead of more personal ones as such. Here also, of course, a, a beginning is made, when you consider that your interpersonal need here, but still you are somewhere in between low and medium. You go for selective basis and all that, and still again we say that your interpersonal needs are not very strongly defined. Reasons may be very many. You have to audit yourself, the given scenario, and take necessary actions. Then if your score anywhere between 27 and 38, yes, of course, according to this instrument specification, the scores are just to be favorable, because you're somewhere in between medium and high. And you generally find that interactions with other people in all areas of inclusion, control, and affection is a source of satisfaction for you. And you want to have a long term relationships, as a matter of fact. And you probably find that people's company becomes overwhelming occasionally, but please note that you're not at the maximum score minded, but you're somewhere going good in terms of your well defined interpersonal need as such. So affection, control, inclusion needs is a source of satisfaction, and your interpersonal relationships help you to attain goals you want to reach, because you are somewhere uh, in between high to the maximum. We do not know what would be the travel. You're on the medium side to high journey, high points, whatever. So excellent is your zone here when you score between 39 and 54. That means you are the highest in interpersonal need. Please note that we are not now judging whether this is right or wrong, because this instrument measures only fundamental interpersonal relations oriented behavior. Why we are stressing here this is very important, means that people are defined as a group of people working together in the process of achievement of organizational goals. So group dynamics becomes important, team dynamics become very important. How you are going to function yourself in a people setting is said to be very important. So fortunately for you, if your scores are in between 39 and 54, please note that you probably enjoy engaging very frequently with others in all areas of inclusion, control, and affection. And you're likely to actively seek out work on and enjoy your interpersonal relationships. And you tend to value very warm relationships, friendly one-to-one relationships with warmth, love, affection. You may prefer to a shared decision making, joint decision making. You allow to associate with others in the process of taking decisions. Joint decision making is becomes your priority. Being without the people's company, you may feel uncomfortable. Sorry, oh my goodness, you will not enjoy solitude as such. You enjoy people's company. Now you please try to understand this course and interpret, and your total expressive score shows how much, and how you initiate action in relating to others, how your inclusion, I mean, sorry, the wanted scores, these are to be examined in clear terms again. See, your expression is one, and your wanted thing is again important. So for example, see, the first phase we were talking about your inclusion, control, and affection scores. The second aspect, what we are now going to discuss, is about what is your expressive score in each dimension, wanted score in each dimension. Here again, the scores are set between 0 to 27. 0 to 27. 0 to 7 are said to be very low, 8 to 19 are said to be medium, and 20 to 27 are said to be high. Let's examine what are these scores and interpretations here. Clear to you? Interpreting your total expressed and total wanted scores, mind it, please. Carefully follow me. For expressed, you usually do not initiate activities with others because you're not expressing it. On wanted side, you usually do not want others to initiate activities because you don't want people. You just don't want people. That's it. If you are in the medium, yes, you come out slowly. Sometimes you invite activities with others, sometimes you do not. Same thing wanted. Sometimes you want others to initiate activities with you, sometimes you do not. It's a via medium. If your scores are high, 20 to 27, yes, you usually initiate activities with others. You express, either it can be inclusion or control or affection. Express, clearly express. You initiate activities with others, usually to the maximum possible extent. For wanted, you don't want. In the earlier stage, you don't want, but here you want. You usually like others to initiate activities with you. So you please try to rate yourself given the questionnaire. Understanding is this: comparing the total expressed and total, I mean, these things wanted. It is very, very interesting to note here. Of course, I don't want to get you for a complicated analysis, but this is very interesting aspect. Once you note that this instrument, of course, if the instrument is with you, I think it can be of some help to you. But unfortunate thing is these are not allowed. The free questionnaires are not allowed, not available on net. But I shall try for this instrument, and you can also score yourself. But please note that it is a tool that can explain you very clearly that your wanted and expressed scores on inclusion, control, and affection are said to be very, very, very meaningful as aspect of it. So you need to understand the challenges that you're going to face now. What are the areas of possible challenge to you, and how you are supposed to attend all these challenges are said to be very, very meaningful. You please know what means. You may have lots and lots of learnings that come out of this particular instrument, mind it. So with this we close. Now you need to clearly understand what comes